Hello everyone, got my Mountain Dew. It's time for a Ramble video. No drama in this one, even though I know some of my newer subscribers, they're probably here for the drama because I made 2 drama videos in a row. No real drama in this one. But to those people who became one of my 2,000 subscribers along the way, you might not know what my channel's about, and I keep changing it, so there's another reason why you wouldn't know. But every so often, I've been known to do a ramble video for about an hour and a half, to where I just talk about what's on my mind. After a while, I realized that this was a cathartic thing for me, where I felt a lot better, and I started to not care about the health of my channel because these videos are so good for me. So, think about why you're making videos. If you're a fellow YouTuber here that that you're thinking about growing your channel, and you see people with larger channels and you want to aspire to be like them, think about the reasons that you're doing it, because there are people who keep doing it and keep their subscriber base and keep plugging away at making videos, and there's people that quit. Okay? Check it out. This is the best of all of the new flavors of Mountain Dew. This is Mountain Dew White Out. Okay. I still prefer the original over pretty much all of them, and I loved the flavor of the Pitch Black, but drinking too much of that would upset my stomach. The worst Mountain Dew ever was Game Fuel #1. It tasted like somebody crushed Flintstones vitamins and put it in your Mountain Dew. Like cherry Flintstones vitamins. Had that aftertaste. It was, ugh. I didn't like it. And I played Halo a lot. But I would get regular Dew to play Halo. And for those of you who are just at the end of my 2,000 subscribers that I'm celebrating with this video, you might not know that I drink a lot of Mountain Dew. Sometimes I've been putting my drinks in my coffee cups because these are trophies. This one was given to me by Gary at Evolve Fish. Right? This is actually a one-of-a-kind cup. You can't buy this thing. And because I'm so mindless in making my ramble videos, and sometimes I switch hands, the design is on both sides. Isn't that nice? This was actually a one-off. It was a prototype. It was in their coffee room, and I wanted it. Pretty much because sometimes I make a ramble video in the dark. The only light that you see right now is coming from 2 computer screens lighting me up. I just like the lighting that it gives my videos. And some people are like, oh, you're fucking up the lighting. If you are that far into the technical aspects of YouTube, you might be fucking up the fun. Okay? Anyways, I'm not going to use the coffee mug today. For those of you that are new, I used to use coffee mugs like my El Paso County Republican coffee mug, just to prove that I was more of a Republican than Rational Roundtable. And I should jump into one of those Sunday night Losoyo Google Plus hangouts, because he's been there, and then I can drink from that coffee cup right to his face. That's an old little tiny thing that happened. Said that I had no business joining the Republican Party because I wasn't really a Republican. And I'm more of a Republican. So I have a coffee mug. But yeah, along 3 years of this channel, plus a couple years of having a different channel that I moved from, I've met a whole bunch of weird characters. But for this Ramble video, celebrating my 2,000 subscribers, I wanted to talk about a few pet peeves that I've come across along the way. Pet peeve number one. Those of you who have less than, say, 300 subscribers and have been struggling to gain each and every subscriber might have come across this thought that maybe YouTube is like Amway. If you didn't get in at the beginning, it's not feeding you. It's feeding towards the people who got in on the beginning, because every subscriber you get is basically going to follow your channel to a much larger channel, and from there find all of the bigger channels, and you're going to be crowded out. And the Amway analogy, that actually came to me from a lowly apprentice. I had a different analogy that I was using, but Amway is the best analogy of all of them. You could say that there was a glass ceiling, or that everything was cliquish. I was using the beatniks, the beatnik poets, as my example, or the Rat Pack. But I think Amway is a lot better of an analogy. And it's very hard to grow a channel nowadays. And people get very cynical and say that they can't believe people's tastes. Sometimes I think that there's no accounting for taste. But this should give you guys hope. Now, if you're looking in the description area of this video, I have 1,500 YouTube videos on this channel. Just like 1,500 live, right? I have over 2,000 of them uploaded to this channel, though. Some of them were privated and moved over to my archive channel, mostly for the protection of this channel, or because I felt like they needed to be archived and, make this channel a little bit more streamlined and get rid of the crappy stuff. Or just before I applied for network partnership and things like that, I got rid of a whole bunch of Content ID claim videos where I used some music that I shouldn't have, and I put that on a different channel. And so I've got a whole bunch of privated videos. I really have. I'll get the full count for you in a second, because I do have my computer right in front of me. But I have... Oh, this upload will actually be my 2,100th video uploaded, besides deletions, which hardly ever happen for me. It's a pet peeve of mine. I like to keep the historical nature of my channel intact, but that's just me. What I'm trying to get at here is, if you have one subscriber for every video that you make, you are doing better than me. And I'm trying to give you hope if you have like 300 subscribers and you're finding it a hard time on YouTube because you've uploaded like 100 videos and you still only have like 300 subscribers. I have less than a subscriber per video. Okay? And a while back, I celebrated something else about my channel, and that is, I celebrated the day that I had 1,000 unsubscriptions to my channel. And I've got a few different theories about different times during the tenure of my channel as to why I had so many unsubscriptions. But my biggest theory is that I lack any sort of predictability, or discipline in keeping to the same theme. Because I post videos that I think are interesting. I think most of the videos that I post, 95% of them have a certain level of interesting that maybe some people aren't seeing. But by and large, it's because I'm not putting out the same crap every video. I've got some really strange videos on this channel. And if that's not the kind of thing that you signed up when you became one of my 2,000 subscribers, please give me just a little bit more time. I might post something that you like. But right now, I have lifetime on this channel, as I'm making this video, 3,322 subscribers gained and 1,470 subscribers lost. So if you have 300 subscribers and you're crying because you have 100 videos up and you only have 300 subscribers, I want you to know that I've got 1,470 subscribers lost. Okay? I've probably lost more subscribers than you've gained. Looking at Social Blade metrics, there is barely more than 100,000 channels in every language that have more subscribers than me. But I would really like to see how many channels have more subscribers lost than me due to whatever reason it is that people unsubscribe me. And I will even go along with any theory that I'm an asshole. That's fine. I will hear you out on that one. And that at certain times my assholeness is shown, and that's the point where people are unsubscribing. People don't unsubscribe me in droves. It's like every day, there's another one, there's another one, there's another one. There's no real spike after a video for me to be able to tell, okay, that's the kind of me that I should not be doing in public. Don't do that kind of me. Yeah. But one of the really big peeves that has come up a couple times while I'm watching other people's videos, and I'm subscribed to a lot of older YouTubers. Some of them have this feeling that YouTube is dead. Okay? Like, because YouTube isn't the same as it was when they started being a YouTuber, it's dead. It's not going anywhere from here on out. And while I do think that the short-term effect of every layout change has been, the immediate effect has been less viewership and less subscribing, I think Google is actually making these changes for a reason, because they see that overall, over time, it will increase viewership. Those of you who maybe don't follow the changes with YouTube as much as I do, you might not agree. That's okay. One of the changes that they just recently made, and I just noticed this like 2 days ago, was they are no longer counting any video that you have privated on your channel towards your total view count. So I did celebrate the point where I got over 500,000 views lifetime on my channel. I'm now at 527, but if you go to my channel page as I record this, I am now at 472,000, and Social Blade is still reporting the number from my analytics instead of.
I didn't get much sleep last night. Had a whole bunch of things interrupting my sleep. Had my nephew wake up.
Oh, I had a video
night,
play.
and yeah,
Crap. Oh, I went to my channel page. And it's auto-loading it. It just completely threw my train of thought. Okay. Where was I? Social Blade. This is unedited, as all my hour-long rambles are. Social Blade is still taking the numbers from my analytics. And so I don't know at what point they're going to switch that up and start feeding Social Blade the numbers from the channel page. But the reason why I think that they made that change is because there's a lot of YouTubers that in the past have done things like post a music video that got 1 million views, and then they private the music video, and then they proceed to put videos from themselves. Just they become a vlogger, but having the view count be larger on the channel, that's actually one of the metrics that YouTube uses in order to decide who gets posted on the sidebar. So a lot of the tricks of older YouTubers in order to stay on top are being eliminated in order to create a fairer playing field. And a lot of the just what might have been considered fair by some, in that YouTubers from 2006 and 7, had that huge advantage of just having an older channel. Even that is being looked at as like, do we really want to revere the people who were just here first? Do we really want to have people in every genre of video making and topic be just the first people that got there? Because some of them aren't very representative of the rest of us. For instance, some people might think, wow, the Amazing Atheist just made it on CNN. Is he really the person we want representing all atheists from YouTube? People in that genre? Some people would have a very big problem with that. And his channel keeps growing day after day. He doesn't have to make a video in order for his channel to grow. I do. It's one of my secrets. If you want to grow your channel, upload a video. It's not too freaking hard, Channels get bigger the more videos you have. And it's not a proportionate thing at all in my case, because I do have less than a subscriber per video. But it's been getting closer to proportionate for me with the tactics that I used. Basically just making a video every day. This video is actually going to be uploaded probably way before it goes live. I'm going to take a sabbatical, and like my previous sabbaticals, I do have some videos to upload and scheduled for release throughout the time that I'll be taking this sabbatical, but I have an entire week of hectic work coming up, and some of you know why, but basically I've got a whole bunch of celebrities in our community coming to visit our city, and I'm going to be seeing them, and at some points I'm actually helping out with the arrangements in that, and yeah, a lot of hard work coming up. So all the videos that you see for pretty much the rest of the week will not be new or fresh. I'll probably follow up this video with some footage I couldn't stick anywhere else of my bumper after I got into a small car accident earlier this month, and didn't really get a chance to tell anyone about it. So My truck's fixed. I got it out of the shop a couple days ago, and it runs a lot better now. But yeah, I'm taking a week off, and it's horrible. I'm going to reward the 2000th subscriber with a week off and just me going on autopilot and uploading a whole bunch of videos that I've had on the back burner, but it is what it is. And I've been backed up with videos anyways because drama gets in the way. It sucks you in and it pushes your other video projects back, and it's horrible. It gets in the way of creativity. Don't do drama, kids. Don't do drama. It will grow your channel in a different way, but it also, as I know, doing the flags recap for the week, it puts you at risk to get your channel flagged down, and all that hard work you did can go away really quick. So yeah, it's a pet peeve of mine when certain YouTubers that I've been subscribed to for a long time, they'll say things like YouTube is dead, because I really feel like some of them, they only come back after 6 months of not posting another video, and then they're like, oh, because I don't like this, nobody likes this. But I think that YouTube is growing every day, and I can find you the metrics to prove it, but some people still think that YouTube has turned into something that they don't like anymore. And I think it's more the case that those people have grown out of being a vlogger. And at the same time they were growing out of it, I was growing into it. That's why I have far more videos on my channel than someone like Tool Time. You guys probably are subscribed to him if you're subscribed to me. Fact versus Religion. There's another one. She gets more subscribers and views than I do every day without posting a video in 6 months. And it's pretty much an artifact of her being early to the game with her YouTube channel. And, I think that her videos were good. But if you're going to make the argument that her videos were of a certain quality, I'd say not when she didn't upload another video for 6 months. When there's gaps like months in between videos, I don't see the draw at all. Yeah, a lot of us have worked very hard on videos that get no views whatsoever, and I can point to just as many videos on my channel that I think are of better quality than videos on channels where they get more views and subscriptions than me, and that's just the way it is. There's this envy that comes over every YouTuber that has my subscription and view rate and below, and probably for a few above. And I don't know. When I get there, I'll let you know, but the same sort of me looking at things from a different perspective, having no subscriber base, it hasn't left me for 3 years. And a lot of people behind the scenes who talk to me on Skype and stuff like that, they know that I can talk your ear off about all of this. I probably look at Social Blade at least 10 times in a day. And that's like not just to look me up, but other people, because I'm looking at like, what is it that I just did that made that little mini trend, and what is it that other people do. After the thing known as Dramagate, I was taking a look at a whole bunch of different channels that were involved in it, and the only person who suffered from Dramagate was Bionic Dance. And I don't think that that suffering that she did have, that unsubscribing that happened to her, that I saw on Social Blade, I don't think it was anything but people were looking for an excuse to unsubscribe from her. They were ready to, and others that even YouTube decided their channels, like Negation of P and the Texan Canadian, they they threw away something that pisses me off. We're going to get into the next pet peeve. The first one was YouTubers who think, oh, been there, done that, so nobody else can ever have any fun because I've declared it to be over, YouTube is dead. That's first pet peeve right there. Second pet peeve is people who have a short, burst of popularity, maybe through a shout out or something. They get to a couple hundred video or a couple hundred subscribers with just like 15, 16 videos, and then they decide, oh man, I made this video and all of these people are yelling at me. They're the comments, I can't take it. And what do? They YouTube aside. And many times it wasn't just their own work that went into their channel. People actually took their own credibility and gave them shout outs. And then they all of a sudden turtle up and they decide that everything that they've been given, they don't want to honor that gift. They just want to throw it all the fuck away. The first time that I got really pissed that somebody had closed their channel, it wasn't a total closing. It was actually just like a privating, and all the videos on the channel were privated. That was a young woman by the name of the YouTube name of Les Voix Noir, and she was with the Alliance of Demons, if you know who that group was. But pretty much out of the blue, no explanation, she just decided that the 450 or so subscribers that she had, she didn't want to make videos for anymore. And there are people here on this channel right now, or on this service right now, that have channels with less subscribers than that have been working for years to try to build up their channel, and they haven't gone anywhere. And every time one of these departures from YouTube happens, where people don't value what they have, it's a slap in the face to me. Nothing personal to her, but it's a lot harder for some people to build their channels with no shoutouts and with no boob effect. You all know what the boob effect is, right? YouTube is 90% male audience, and so any girl that gets on here immediately gets a lot better views just for being feminine. And I'm over boob effect. I'm not. I used to actually be like just a misogynist in that one aspect of looking at things, but I've just accepted the boob effect as something that happens now. Get over it. You can't control whether or not you have boobs naturally. And if you have made the decision that you don't want to make that change, then just do what you can do. Make some videos. It's not that hard. Make more videos, get more subscribers. So yeah. The second person that really, it just tore my heart out that she closed her channel was Loving Doubt. She had a series that was like 20 videos long about her deconversion, and a whole bunch of people loved that series and were using videos in that series as references to send to people and say, look at how this affected her. You're going through the same thing. And she closed her channel. And it wasn't just that she wasn't appreciating the amount of views and subscriptions that she had, she wasn't appreciating the the incredible reference that her videos were for so many people, versus whatever was going on in her life that made her close her channel. I'm not even privy to whatever the fuck it was, but I was just stunned that she would go through all that hard work to make that series and then it just let it disappear, you know. I don't feel the same sort of emotion when people get flagged down, even though sometimes when someone gets flagged down and has their whole channel removed, you can put it on them because they keep doing the same thing. How many of us wouldn't put some of the fault of Mimica losing channel after channel on Mimica making videos about the same people and hounding people? You know, it's part of what he does. And he actually seems to gain a following every time he loses a channel, and that's one of the ways that he's building his fan base. So it's a different thing than those people who just up and YouTube aside. And of course, if you know me behind the scenes, you know that my friend Alan YouTube asiding repeatedly has been a very big part of this becoming a pet peeve of mine. This self-destructiveness where you do something that you can't take back. Because he's gotten up to 500, 600 subscribers on multiple channels, and YouTube asided them. And it's gotten to the point where I will be a friend of his. I will go on a vacation and visit him. But am I ever going to give him a shout out with my channel? Ever the fuck again? No. No, and that's on principle. I am not giving a shout out to anyone I think might YouTube aside after I give them the shout out. Because you know what? Other people could use that shout out. I only have 2,000 subscribers, and if you're a guy and I shout you out and you have a smaller channel, you're at least going to get 10 subscribers, maybe 50. Girls more towards the end of that 50, if I shout out a girl. But I've even had a guy get 50 subscribers from one shout out from me. So, knowing how hard it was for me to build my channel, you know, having less than a subscriber per video, I'm not throwing away my shout outs on people that are going to continuously YouTube aside. I will keep recapping people who get flagged down, but I guess you might think that what I said there was ironic because I make YouTube aside videos like a digital tombstone for somebody who closed their channel, you know, but that's just my way of coping with, okay, there's a lot of tacit information that just got lost in this big conversation that that we're having, and sometimes you'll have people who have a back and forth in their videos where one person has half of the conversation on their channel. Well, when that half is gone, the other half of the videos lose. You know, they're not as interesting anymore because half the conversation is gone. And people do that to people, you know. When the option exists many times to just stop using YouTube or just use a different account and leave everything up, some people make that decision that no, everything that they left on YouTube before, they just want to erase. So, and if you're still having trouble figuring out why this is such a big pet peeve for me, fighting this mentality that people have, I would tell you that I consider this mentality very close to actual suicidal ideation. And sometimes it actually is correlative of that suicidal ideation when people are so self-destructive. And I feel like dealing with it on this level before it gets to that level of a depression is something that more people should do, because if we deal with it when it's at this level, maybe we can stop it from getting worse. So, two major pet peeves. That's all I'm telling you guys for my 2,000 subscribers video celebration. I didn't plan any contest. I know Logic planned a contest for his 1,000 subscribers, and his contest, I like it because he's basically trying to share the wealth and spread around all of the shout outs by having a collaborative video effort. Pet peeve number 3. Here we go. You all have seen me do a hashtag FF on Fridays, the Follow Friday. I didn't do it this Friday because you know what? Drama sucks and it draws you in and pushes all your videos back. But hashtag FF for me, it's something that I'm doing that I've seen other YouTubers say that they wanted to do. And these YouTubers, one of those analogies that I used was the Rat Pack. All right, and when I name names in this YouTube video, I want you all to know that I'm subscribed to every person that I am saying shit about or shouting out. All of them. Fact versus Religion, still subscribed. This one right now, I'm going to say, is DOS American Atheist. He actually said in one of his videos, now he wanted on Wednesdays, people should either shout out somebody or feature somebody else's video. This was a video that he uploaded with the idea, right? But the follow through never fucking happened. Okay? And I don't know why. Maybe he didn't have the time. But he wasn't the only one. I seem to remember Tool Time making a video like that, where he said that he was going to give out some shout outs and do it regularly. And he didn't. And so when I see other people giving shout outs, I appreciate it. Even if I'm not the person getting a shout out, when I see people doing collaborations where both people are going to benefit from the rub that they're giving each other, I appreciate that, because that's what makes this a community. Response videos, even. There are people who would never stoop so low as to actually say somebody's channel name when they're talking about them. It amazes me how many people have a lot of subscribers, and when they do antisocial, anti-community oriented behaviors, like talking about someone without saying their channel name or putting their link in the description bar, they're still seen as good YouTubers. They might be good video makers, but they're not good YouTubers. YouTube is actually part social networking site. So yeah, anyone who never gives any shout-outs whatsoever, I am not happy with. Pet peeve number 4. Let's get into it, shall we? I fucking hate when I have a video that is very pertinent to somebody else's video, and I leave it as a video response, and then a whole bunch of other motherfuckers who take videos from their back catalog use their videos as a video response to push me off of the front page of video responses. Because, when you go to a video, only the last 2 videos to be accepted as a video response are there. Some YouTubers, they set their video responses to automatically approve. Now, the last time that this really burned me was Thunderfoot, who did not give me any sort of shout out or credit in his video. He lifted a clip from my video. This clip was a video I filmed of a lecture by P.Z. Myers, and it was P.Z. Myers redefining atheism with, it's the belief that, science should be used to run the world. Anyways, Thunderfoot lifts the clip, doesn't give me any credit, no citation, no shout out, no asking, no telling me that he did it. He lifts it just from my channel. And my response to that is, well, he did it in a way that was fair use. He created a new piece of art from it. And such is YouTube. It's part of the terms of service, right? He didn't do anything wrong as far as according to the terms of service. He just did it wrong as according to acting like a good member of the community, in my opinion. But I decided, what would be a good thing for me? To take that video where he lifted that clip from and set it as a response to Thunderfoot's video, because it was probably the most pertinent piece of information that people would be looking for if they wanted to know if Thunderfoot had lifted that clip out of context. Because the entire context of the entire lecture was in that video, right? It only took 10 minutes for someone to push me off of Thunderfoot's video view page with 2 more responses. And those responses had nothing to do with the topic of P.Z. Myers, of Free Thought Blogs, of Atheism Plus, of feminism, of anything at all, right? They were just people trying to leech views. They didn't take a look at the other responses to see if maybe somebody had something very pertinent to the conversation to add as a response, and maybe they wouldn't want to push them out. No, they're greedy, and they pushed my video out of being one of the top responses. Mind you guys, you can't respond a video to somebody's video and get ahead of the pack again. YouTube has something in it, in the programming, that saves your place. So no matter how many times you want to take the video off as a response and put it back on, you're still going to be in the same place in line that you were. And the last 2 videos to get accepted will be the last ones there. And if you want to know the people that I am most pissed at for that, just go to the Amazing Atheist videos or Thunderfoot's videos or anyone else who leaves their video responses to auto-approve, and just check out the people who are in the last 2 spots, because there are some people who are very adept at maintaining those last 2 spots. No matter what happens, they have another video to go in if they get knocked out, right? And just make a mental list next time you're watching any of these people's videos, and look and see if those video responses have anything the fuck to do with the original video, or if they're just fucking leeching. Okay guys, I'm going to upload this video scheduled for a couple hours later after I make it. There's a blizzard tonight in Colorado Springs. I keep getting alerts on my phone saying, hey, don't go out, there's going to be a blizzard. And I'm going to watch the UFC for the first women's title ever tonight. But I'm actually watching to root for Dan Henderson, and I hope he wins, because I really like him as a fighter, because I like his work ethic and all the interviews that they've ever done with him. And I really liked when he put that extra bit of spice on Michael Bisping, because fuck Bisping. And some of you, like 10 out of the 100 people that'll watch this, will know exactly what I'm talking about. That was beautiful when he fucking laid Bisping out. Fuck Bisping. Fucking redcoat. You know? Anyways, this is how my rambles go. They don't stay on topic. Thank you for subscribing me 2,000 times. Actually, thank you for subscribing me for almost 4,000 times and then unsubscribing me for 1,500 or so. You know, such is life.